Good afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here to talk about crochet. This is going to be one of those little bits of this and bits of that video because I haven't got much finished. The only one I've got finished is the one that I've done for the Year of Granny Squares Cal run by Jenny in my spare time crochet. And this is square number 8 and this one's mine. I have put a picture of it on Instagram, and I did put in that I don't think it's my best work, and I still don't think it's my best work. However, I do think it's good enough and it will be fine alongside all the other colourful ones. That is one of the advantages of having one of these blankets, I think, 'cause that's what I'm doing is a blanket. Is having, like, you know, like so many, because your eyes will be distracted by, you know, many different things on the blanket, and I think it'll be fine. So this is the book, A Year of Granny Square sorry, I always get that tongue-tied on that one. A Year of Granny Squares Crochet Along. The book obviously has the same title, and it's Kylie Melita who wrote the book. Now, the number 8 is that one, Flower Field, which is the one I've just shown you. And the one we're doing next, I'm happy about because we're going back to doing In the Round, which is how I like to do them, and it's a floral one. So that's next week, Polyanthus. So I'm going to really enjoy doing that one next, well, I say next week, it'll be later this week. So I did that in my usual combination of Stirred Art Stories and Stirred Art Snugly Replay DK. They're both acrylic and cotton mix, just in different percentages. The outer one's Bubblegum Pop, then that's Dreamers, that one's Picnic, that one's Mauve Mayhem, that one's Summer, and that one's Surf. So yeah, like I say, not my favourite, not the one that I'm the happiest with, but you know, like I say, if it's good enough, I think it'll fit in, you know. So my next thing that I've completed is I've got some glasses that will fit Rosa Parks, my little doll for Rosa Parks. Now the eyes are positioned as they are in the pattern. If I'd have known I'd have had to go through this with the glasses, I would have put them closer together. So I am contemplating redoing this figure at some point and using these glasses for it. Now, that is a good fit, I think. So that's the 4.2 centimetre ones. So I don't know, at least now, I can use the 4.2 centimetres for the iconic women figures. But yeah, so her eyes need to be a bit close together. I'm going to sort of like leave her with the rest of the women up here. And if I can live with it, that's fine. Otherwise, this one will just be a doll. And then I will do another Rosa Parks with her eyes correctly placed. You can tell me what you think. Do you think it's livable with? I still love the colours I used. So if I were to redo it, I'd probably do it in the same colours anyway. So, there you go. Yep. I might do a skin a bit paler actually, like it should have been if I were to do it again. And I'd try to make less of a Frankenstein job of the collar as well. But yeah. There we go. So that's Rosa. So she's technically a finished item now. Now I've been, I'm doing the amigurumi. I'm going to do with, well, I'm halfway through it now. I'm not telling you what it is yet because, quite honestly, it may end up looking like something else. It's a very strange looking item, but I'm hoping it comes together when you start getting all the parts on it. So I'll be using the yarn that I got with the voucher I was sent for Hobbycraft, and this is the Shetland, West Spinner's Croft, and it's 100% Shetland wool. Now the colours, I still love the colours. It's called Stony Break, I think, this one, if I remember correctly. I did say on my last video, I think, and it's really nice to use. In fact, dare I say, a lot nicer to use than that tough stuff, which I still, like I say, I said was sticky, and I still stand by that. This isn't sticky at all. I don't think I could wear it. I can wear some things that've got a portion of wool in them, but I'm not 100% wool wearer. And like I say, I certainly wouldn't give this as a charity item, because like I say, I wouldn't want to offend anyone who's vegan, because, you know, like, I totally admire their philosophy in life, and it's good on them. I mean, like I say, I'm vegetarian, but I will crochet with wool, but, you know, I totally respect what vegans feel about it. So, but yeah, I'm on with it now. What I want to show you though, the point of showing you the ball of wool is, obviously this was rolling all over the place when I've been working on it. When I were up in Northumberland, I should have shown you this before, when we went to Amble, there was, there's some like little shacks, and they're like independent sellers, and it's where I got my handmade sea glass earrings from, one of them. But this one was one called Edie Pebble, and she had some lovely, well, not she, I think it's they, I think the business is just called Edie Pebble. They had some lovely handmade items for sale, made by themselves, and I bought this, which is like an itty bitty thing, like I'm from Tobin, she sells itty bitty baskets, and I think it's supposed to be to put, well, either to put something in your bedroom, or if you're using it for crafty, I'm assuming it's just to put your yarn scraps in and what have you. But I thought, perfect for keeping that from falling, so I've had that on my chair arm. It's come out, you know, like perfectly. I've only knocked it over once, so it feels like a lovely smooth cotton as well. So yeah, I really like it. I can't show you the other thing I bought from that shop because it's a gift for my friend Pearl, and I forgot to take it last week, so I'll be taking it when I see her this week. But yeah, there was some lovely handmade things in that shop. This outside feels a bit velvety, sort of like chenille, you know, very nice. So yeah, I'll link their website below. I can't vouch for buying online from them though, so you would do that at your own risk if you wanted to. But yeah, the lovely little shop that she's got in these shacks. It's called a village, and there were about 15 shacks, you know. I think it was called the Harbour Village, and a lot of them were selling handmade items. Anyway, I've gone a bit pattern mad these last few days. My Jaguar didn't work out, as you know, for the doing the last bus tours Woodstock challenge that I'm doing for By Hook or By Crook. So I was looking for something else to do. I'm not telling you what character I'm making, but I got this free pattern off Lovecrafts to adapt to make for what I want it to be. It's a little doll, and this one's called Ebony. But there's lots of different little dolls that are all free patterns on lovecrafts.com. I think, yeah, Lovecrafts, the one that sells yarn. And I'll link it below. But yeah, if you go and have a look on there for all the doll patterns. Well, we've got loads of nice free patterns, but the doll patterns I were really taken with. So, and I've favourited a few more things to use, you know, in future if I want them. So yeah, I would highly recommend that. It looks like a nice pattern. So it's by a woman called can't read the second name, but it's Cara's Creations. But yeah, if you search Ebony, the little doll, and then, like I say, if free patterns, and there's a lot more of hers on there as well. So yeah, so that's going to be my new challenge for the last bus to Woodstock, which I'm going to have to get on with. From having nothing planned really, well, nothing much, I seem to have a lot planned now. Anyway, now I've got a couple of things here that are going to be for Brian, because he asked for a donkey. When we were in Great Yarmouth, he asked me to make a donkey, and I've been looking at loads of different patterns. Anyway, I've settled on this one. It's by DIYFluffies, which I think she called, yeah, Mariska Voss Bowman, but she's got a YouTube channel, DIYFluffies, and she's the one that's behind the book Amigurumi Made Easy. Now this is a paid for pattern. I got a 10% shop loyalty discount, and I got it for £4.26. So that's the one I'm going to do for Brian, the donkey for Brian. The only thing I found before with some of these standing ones from DIYFluffies is that they can be top heavy. But Brian has his in baskets in his room, so it'll be fine for him. But yeah, they can be a bit top heavy. I once did one of hers that was a cow. I showed it on here at the time, and it was quite top heavy. Then the other things I've got, I'm going to show you them as a bundle, because it's not a bundle, by the way, but what it was I went on to Little Crochet Farm's Etsy page. I'll tell you why, because Brian chose one of them as something he wants for Halloween, which I'll explain in a minute. But when I got on it, it said if you buy 3 patterns, it was 25% off. So I can't tell you how much each one works out individually, but for the 3 patterns that I chose, I got them for £7.83 because I used that multi-buy offer. The one that Brian wants me to do is the Evil Witch. He doesn't know it's evil, by the way, but he wants this one because I think it reminds him of the witch in Wizard of Oz, I think. Or just because it's a classic looking witch. I showed him quite a few, but this is the one he chose. And it's only a small one. It'll go with the, I've made him a ghost in the past and pumpkin. So it can go with his Halloween ornaments. I think I bought him a gonk as well last year from one of Cheap Shops, I think. He really likes that anyway. So yeah, so that's for him. So that was the first one in the 3 that I bought as part of a multi-buy. I'm also going to do him this one for Christmas because I've done him a Santa Claus before. So this is going to be to go with his Santa Claus. And like size-wise, that'll look good next to the Santa Claus one, I think. I think he'll really like it. He doesn't know about that one. Then the other one I picked in the 3, it's a leopard, but because I felt... you know, I'd done back because I hadn't got the pattern for the Jaguar. I got that one. It's nothing like the one I wanted, but it's, you know, it'll be lovely. And I might still have a go at doing it as a Jaguar, just with different spots, because I think you embroider them on, so I think it's doable. But I just thought it's a cute little item. It won't be huge. I think it's bigger than the other 2, but it won't be huge. And, you know, it'll probably make a good giveaway item anyway. And then, because you've just got to, I finally bought Craftably Ever After's, my friend Cassandra, a latest bundle of patterns, which starts as Gretel the Halloween cat, which is that one. Brian's not that fond of cats. I mean, he obviously, when he comes here, he has to be, because we have got a cat. But, yeah, I don't think he'd appreciate the cat, but somebody will. And that was for £4.24 on Etsy. And obviously, I know she's covered it herself, and they are beautiful patterns, but you can adapt that for the other 2 on the picture. So, I don't think I printed the first page, actually. Anyway, sorry, that one. So, yeah, so you can adapt it to make the Christmas teddy bear or the Easter bunny. So, and I mean, I'm sure, you know, like we all fiddle with things, so we can make them all for whatever we want, really, because that's what we do, don't we? But that's the bargain for the 3 pattern bundle, I think. So I'll link it below. When I'm going to get round to all these, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I've got to do him his witch for... before Halloween. I've got to do the doll before my challenge runs out on the 30th of September. I would like to at least make him the donkey. Well, I'd like to make him the reindeer before Christmas to go out with his Christmas decorations, and maybe the donkey as part of his Christmas presents, you know. So when I'll get round to Cassandra's bundle, I don't know. Hopefully I'll have a go at this week and try and make it into a Jaguar. But yeah, really enjoyed looking around Etsy yesterday. But can I point out, like we all do, the night before I had said to myself, because I've been through my books looking for a doll pattern I could use for the character I'm doing for the last bus to Woodstock, and I promised myself I wouldn't be buying any more patterns. The next day, I don't have to tell you a lot, do I? Because we're all as bad as each other, so I'm preaching to the converted here. We're all the same. So anyway, that's me for now. Oh, I'll have to show you these. I went into one at Garden Sisters yesterday, and I know Caroline and Cassandra have always wondered where I get my nice cards from, and I did say to Caroline that, you know, like a lot of my cards are buying garden centres, but they're known brands, and you can get them in like any decent card shop in the UK, really. But I love looking around cards. My mum had a card shop. Her last business was a card shop. She was a very good businesswoman, was my mum, and she and since then, I mean, I helped her for years, you know, going to warehouse and what have you. Even though I had a full-time job, I helped her for years, you know, and like pricing up and what have you. And I used to go and help her on a Saturday sometimes. And I got my payment in a coffee and a bun on a Saturday morning at the local cafe. But yeah, but I do love greetings cards. So if anybody wonders why I pick cards like I do, it's because that, you know, my mum was in the trade, you know. But yeah, so I got this one. It's a Woolston's. I can never say it. Woodmanstern, and it's a catitude card. But look at that one. Look at that one, everybody. So this one I don't know who it's going to yet, but you know, like I know so many people that love puddy cats. And then this one actually looks very much like one of our cats that we had. We've had a lot of cats. I think Shirley is our 9th cat since we were married. I mean, we have been married nearly 40 years, so you know, it's not, if you've had pets, it's not unusual to have had 9 of them. And one of them was a cat called Shabba, who lived next door to us, and they had a baby, and he decided it was too noisy, so he moved in with us. So, and that looks just like him. That just looks like Shabba. So it was Thomas, actually, our previous cat, that up until when we were at the house, we had 5 cats for a lot of years, but they were all geriatrics, and they died one by one. And funnily enough, by the time we put that house up for sale in order to move here, we had 2 cats left, which was, you know, like I say, they were an ageing population, so it wasn't like unexpected that they died. I mean, the oldest was 23, and I think the youngest was 19, something like that. And when we're moving here, we would have been moving here with Shabba and Thomas, but after we put the house up for sale, it became very ill, did Shabba. I don't think it would help to put a house up for sale. It was just an ageing pussycat. And I mean, they didn't investigate, because when we took him to the vets, you could tell that his back end had gone, and they thought he had some sort of mass in his stomach. So they said, really, they could see with his age and everything that he wasn't going to make it. So they just said the kindest thing would be to put him down. So he never came with. So when we came to this house, we just came with Thomas. And to say we were a multi-cat household, we, you know, we've ended up with just one now, but that's as it should be with Shirley, because she's so scared of everything. She's frightened of other cats, she's frightened of dogs, she's frightened of everything. So, I mean, that said, that's why it's incredibly brave when I showed you the picture of her outside, the fact that she will go outside now. I mean, she stays close by, and if she hears another animal, she runs in. But, you know, she couldn't really live with other animals, so she is going to be an only cat for the rest of her days with us, you know. Plus, it's hard looking after a lot of cats, you know. Not that I regret having them, but, you know, there you go. So that's a little story about all our cats. But yes, that one looks just like Shabba did. Our boy Shabba. Like I say, I wouldn't have called him Shabba if it had been up to me, but he was named by the people that lived next door to us. But yeah, he did not like the noise. in fact any noise, piercing noises he didn't like, and obviously a baby does make some serious crying noises, so no, he didn't like it, so he moved in with us. There you go. And they said they didn't mind, so you know, we ended up with an extra cat. So anyway, that I've rambled on too much again. You're probably fed up of hearing me. Anyway, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.